Delhi is both a union territory within India as well as a city and features two very different worlds, New Delhi and Old Delhi. The former, inaugurated by the British in 1931 to serve as the imperial capital, is the nation's modern capital and seat of government, while Old Delhi is considered by many as the symbolic heart of the greater metropolitan area. One of the most populous regions in the world, it boasts a population of nearly 20 million people. Delhi is a heady mix of tradition and modernity and is important as both a religious centre and India's busiest international gateway. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Delhi and New Delhi. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. And at 10, Purana Qila. Although often overlooked, as most tourists head straight for the more famous Red Fort, Purana Qila is well worth squeezing into your Delhi travel itinerary. Boasting a past that stretches back some 2,500 years, much of the current impressive edifice dates back to the 1500s, although evidence of earlier structures dating back to the 3rd century have been discovered. The present structure played an important role in the region's affairs for centuries and was particularly influenced by the Muslim religion, as evidenced by buildings such as the Qila-e-Kuna Mosque, a single-dome place of worship built in 1541. The site covers an area of 2 square kilometres, and you'll enjoy exploring its thick ramparts and 3 large gates, an especially impressive sight during the nightly illuminations. The 200-acre Mehrauli Archaeological Park is also worthy of a visit and features numerous important structures, some of which date back more than 1,000 years. Highlights include the old ruins of Lal Kot, along with more recent evidence of occupation by the British during the reign of Queen Victoria. At 9, Akshardham. Although only recently completed, the splendid Hindu Akshardham temple looks like it could be centuries old. Festooned with intricate and elaborate carvings, this magnificent building attracts countless visitors for its majestic beauty. Highlights include the stunning 43-metre-high main monument with its rich carvings of animals, plants, gods, dancers and musicians, all made from pink sandstone and marble. Of particular note are the 234 ornate pillars supporting its 9 domes, as well as a stunning stone tribute to elephants, the centerpiece of which is a massive 3,000-ton statue of one of these beasts. That's amazing. Other features of interest include a theatre showing a movie tracing the building's construction, a fun 15-minute boat ride depicting India's rich history and diverse culture, and the spectacular Nagnya Purush Kund, a large musical fountain that is a particular treat when lit up at night. At 8, Humayun's tomb. Set in a lovely large square garden, Humayun's tomb is a lofty mausoleum constructed of white marble and red sandstone. It was designed as a prototype of the Taj Mahal in Agra and is an excellent example of Mughal architecture. Built in the mid-16th century by Haji Begum, it's a memorial to her husband by Humayun's senior widow. The tomb is surrounded by lush formal gardens and other tombs, including Humayun's Baba and the tomb of Isa Khan, a fine example of Lodi architecture and octagonal in shape. A fun thing to do is to try and catch a glimpse of this spectacular structure after nightfall when it's illuminated. At 7 now, Jama Masjid. The Jama Masjid is one of India's largest mosques and was the final architectural feat of Shah Jahan. Completed in 1658, this beautiful structure features 3 gateways, 4 angled towers and 2 40-metre-high minarets built using red sandstone and white marble and attractively alternated in vertical stripes. Visitors can climb to the top of the southern minaret for spectacular views of Old Delhi and afterwards visit the large central pool used for washing before prayers. Please note, visitors must take off their shoes and be appropriately dressed before entering. Non-Muslims aren't permitted during prayers. Afterwards, be sure to visit Chandni Chowk, Old Delhi's massive main thoroughfare and a market area dedicated to shopping and eating. Of particular interest are Naya Bazaar and Godadiel, where you'll see hundreds of items displayed, including aniseed, ginger, pomegranate, saffron, lotus seeds, pickles and chutneys. Next up at 6, it's India Gate. Looking a little like the famous Arc de Triomphe in Paris, the equally impressive India Gate is a magnificent stone arch built as a memorial to Indian soldiers killed in World War I. An eternal flame burns beneath the massive structure, and its walls are inscribed with the names of more than 90,000 soldiers who died in the conflict. Standing on a base of red stone and featuring a shallow domed bowl on top that is occasionally filled with burning oil, the structure dominates the parkland around it, an always busy area with crowds of tourists and locals alike enjoying a picnic or simply relaxing. For a real treat, try to see the India Gate at night, considered one of the top 3 things to do in New Delhi. It's a spectacular sight when it and nearby fountains are floodlit. At 5, the Lotus Temple. The magnificent Baha'i house of worship, also known as the Lotus Temple due to its 9 sides and stunning central dome, is an architectural masterpiece. Constructed of white concrete and marble, the entire structure looks as delicate as the flower it resembles. Rising from the surrounding 9 pools of water, it almost appears as if it might burst into bloom at any moment. Built in 1986, the temple has since attracted more than 70 million visitors, making it one of the world's most visited attractions. Interestingly, this remarkable place of worship has no idols, religious pictures, or outward symbols of religion. Another modern-day temple worthy of a visit is the ISKCON Temple, one of the country's biggest Krishna temple complexes. At 4 now, it's Gurudwara Bangla Sahib. Delhi's most important Sikh place of worship, the 18th century Gurudwara Bangla Sahib, is located near Connaught Place and is well worth a visit. Highlights include its magnificent pool, the Sarovar, at the heart of this large complex, as well as its famous gold dome and flagpole. Also of note is the large temple building itself, along with its art gallery and a small museum dedicated to the history of the Sikh religion. Visitors are always welcome here, and an excellent meal is available at no cost in the large Gurudwara kitchen. All that is asked in return is your hair be covered and shoes removed. At 3, Lodi Gardens. One of the most popular New Delhi parks among locals, the 90-acre Lodi Gardens is well worth including in your Delhi itinerary. In addition to its lush gardens, the park contains numerous relics from the Lodi period pre-1600s, including a variety of important tombs and ruins. Architectural highlights include 15th century mausoleums containing the remains of the Lodi sultans, as well as a picturesque triple-domed mosque, the glazed dome, known for its blue tiles, and the ruins of a huge dome dating from around 1490. Be sure to also look for the Athpula, an 8-pier bridge dating from the 16th century with its attractive columns and arches that span the park's lake. Lodi Gardens is also known for its flora and fauna, including more than 100 species of native trees, 50 species of butterflies, and plenty of birdlife. It's also home to the country's national bonsai park. While in the vicinity, take the short 5-minute walk to the popular Khan Market. This bustling area in fact ranks among the world's most prestigious shopping districts, with luxury brands rubbing shoulders with street vendors selling local delicacies. At 2, Qutub Minar. Completed in the 12th century, the beautiful Qutub Minar is India's tallest minaret. It's also now a UNESCO World Heritage Site that attracts many international visitors eager to climb to the top for its breathtaking views of the surrounding area. This ornate 5-story tower rises more than 70 meters and is covered with intricate carvings featuring the history of Qutub along with inscriptions from the Quran. It's also notable for being constructed of a number of different types of stone. The complex also includes the Quwat-ul-Islam Masjid, a mosque at the base of the tower, a gateway built in 1310, and the tombs of Altamish, Aluddin Khalji, and Imam Zamin. Also worth seeing is the 2,000-year-old iron pillar, the Alai Minar. And finally, at number 1, it's the Red Fort. The beautiful Red Fort was built by Shah Jahan in 1648 and served as the seat of Mughal power until 1857. This stunning structure, with its tall red sandstone walls, covers an area of more than 2 square kilometers, the entirety of which is crescent-shaped and surrounded by a moat. The impressive main entrance, the Lahore Gate, is so named as it faces towards Lahore in Pakistan, while the even grander Delhi Gate was used by the emperor for ceremonial processions. Entering through the Lahore Gate, visitors reach Chandni Chowk, a 17th century covered bazaar where items such as silks, jewellery, gems and silverware can be purchased, along with souvenirs and food items. The Naubat Khana within the Red Fort once housed the musicians who played for the emperor, and its fine galleries still contain many interesting musical instruments such as kettle drums, gongs and cymbals. Diwan Ayam, the hall of public audiences where the emperor would receive his subjects, is also worth seeing for its stunning white marble. And there you have the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Delhi and New Delhi. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.